Hi everyone, welcome back to the Coding and Analysis YouTube channel. And in the previous video, I did an analysis of the XGBoost regressor results. And I looked at the outliers. And then I realized, so I looked at the large outliers and the medium outliers. And then I realized that when I extracted the data from Redfin, there are actually some lot sizes that were blank. They were like 30. So I went back in there and I scraped the data and I got the lot sizes for all the homes in this data set. So what I did was I reran the XGBoost regressor model. I reran the model and I got these results. I got the MAE for training is 51,000. The testing MAE is 233,000. So a lot better results for the testing MAE. And some of the homes, I think some of the homes that were in the testing and the last analysis that they ended up being in the training. So some of the outliers like 85 Woodlawn, I think that one ended up being in the, see where's Woodlawn, 85 Woodward Street. That ended up being in the training this time around. So let's look at the feature importances. The waterfront's most important at 27%, baths at 24%, square feet at 21%, private pool 5.9, latitude 5.6, beds 5.6, and year built 3.5, lot size 2.5%. So we run the evaluate the R-square and the MAE for the combined training and the test. We get a very good R-square score at 0.98. The MAE is 88,000 off. And then when we do the filter on test set only, we get the filter on go to the data split, filter on the test. So we get an R-square score 0.852. So that's a really good R-square score for the testing set. And the MAE is only off 233,000. Like we saw in the up here when we ran this, the testing MAE 233,000. So when we chart the figures, so R squared would be 0.98, like right here. And we see here that there's no large outliers. There's only a couple that are undervalued, like Admiral Court, Noriego Road, Harbor Boulevard. So we have two on Harbor Boulevard and then one on Stonebridge Road. So when we do make a new column, the value difference, get the predicted price minus the actual sold price. So we get the most overvalued, which most overvalued is 405,000, 327,000 for Ross Street and C Star Vista. And then when we go look at the undervalued, we see the ones that were in the chart that were in the top 5 residuals. So Harbor Boulevard, Admiral Court, Noriego Road. So these are off by 800,000 for the Harbor, 680,000, Admirable 676,000, 650,000 for Noriego Road. And then when we look at our analysis right here, so I labeled this as lot size, just meaning that all the lot size were filled. So the outliers, so the large outliers are 18, and the large outliers in the previous analysis, there were more large outliers. There was 19, so just off by 1. But some of the higher ones, some of the higher million dollar, like the Scenic Highway and Woodward Street. That is not included in the large outliers right here. And if I filter on price, Woodward Street, so that was in the training. Scenic Highway, so those were actually moved to the training. So that explains why they did a lot better than the previous analysis. So let's filter on the outliers. So we get the large outliers. So Stallman Avenue. So Stallman, so that was in the previous analysis. That was in the training set, and our model had 477 and they actually sold for 339, and that's because the home needs repairs. It's looks like REO. It's being winterized and it's being sold as is. So seller will put a new roof and rebuild carport to pass financing. So they're really just trying to sell it. So that's why it sold so much lower. Because our model couldn't forecast the actual property condition. It could just forecast the market price if it was well maintained, which it wasn't. The home wasn't well maintained. So we look at 702 Harbor Boulevard. Our model significantly undervalued at 770,000 compared to 1.6 million. And we can see here it just looked like our model undervalued it. Looks like it has it's on the harbor. It's not on the beach, so it's not beachfront, but still waterfront. There's a boat dock, so that's very has an in-ground pool, so that's why the price is 1.6 million for 1,700 square feet. And then it was remodeled, taken down the studs and remodeled, so that's why it sold for 1.6 million. So maybe, if Redfin, if their property condition filter worked, maybe that wouldn't have been off so much. So let's look at another one. But what can you do with we just work with the data that we can work with that's provided. So we'll look at Indian Trail. So our model had it 495,000, sold price for 785. So we'll look at it and looks good. Looks very well maintained. It's not on I don't think there's water. Does have water views or water frontage. It looks updated, well maintained, and 824 is the Redfin estimate. So 785. So our model just undertrained it in the testing, but that's okay. It's it's the model is gonna get outliers, and it's fun just to go through them and try to understand and try to explain why the outliers occurred. If the test sample just underestimated, overestimated, or if the home actually needs repairs, or if the actually, like some of them, like 614 North Street, so that's in the testing, 588, and the Redfin has it as 558. So our model is actually close to the Redfin estimate, but it sold 460,000, and it looks like it was been on the market for actually 2024 October. So it's been on the market for It sold in March of 2025 for 460,000. It's only 20,000 off that they had to go down to sell it. But one thing about this is it looks like the roof is original. It looks like it's from 2003, so it does need a new roof. So I would probably say here, all this is original kitchen flooring, so it hasn't been updated since 2003. But so if it was new roof and probably updated, it wouldn't have sold 460. Probably would have sold closer to our model, probably 500, 525 or something like that. So I would probably chalk this up to home not updated. If it was new roof and maybe updated some updates, it would probably have been closer to 500, maybe a little higher than that, closer to what our model has. So I'll look at 804 Harbor Boulevard. Let's see, where is there 804 Harbor Boulevard? I think it's 722 Harbor Boulevard. Let me type in 722. So water frontage, nice boat dock, very nice. 1.99, and ours had it 1.3, so ours just underestimated. Which, even though the model had water frontage as most important, it's still underestimated. So we'll see what the Redfin estimate had. Redfin estimate. Let's see, it's not popping up, but this was significant price reduction and it got renovated. I guess it's a duplex, so I guess it's really you could probably so the entire duplex, so a unit on the first and the second floor. So even though they're saying it's a single family, so Redfin estimate 2 million. So you could probably theoretically weed this out because it's supposed to be 2 units. It's not actually single family. Even though Redfin's saying it's a single family, it's supposed to be a duplex. It's supposed to be a unit on the top and a unit on the bottom. So, but we'll just keep it in. Redfin estimate 2 million. So our model underestimated, but that's okay. Even with the water frontage, most important, because really when I filled in the lot size, all the lot sizes, it kind of moved homes around and it gave a lot better scores, and our square score was really good for the combined training and test. The MAE, mean absolute error, was only off by 88,000 for the training test combined. So really, it's actually a really good score for what we're looking for. So that's the analysis for all the lot sizes that were scraped. In the next video, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to add numpy log 1p and expm1 to try to see if I can smooth out the extreme prices that we're dealing with, because we're dealing with hundreds of thousands to 6 million. So I'll try to run do a video adding the log 1p and see how it works out. Look at the analysis. So thanks for watching. See y'all in the next video.